Good day or evening, dear participants. In this third lecture of Module 3, we are going to focus on Overcoming Resistance to Change, ORC. The model posits that resistance to change is natural and inevitable, and therefore, school leaders must overcome users' resistance to an innovation at the outset of its adoption through allaying their misapprehensions and misgivings. Proponents of this model recognize the unavoidable process of growth in users in relation to a new curriculum in terms of concerns and use levels. School leaders assist teachers to evolve from a stage when they are unconcerned with the change to a stage when they have accepted, mastered, and are now using it. The leaders do this by providing staff development workshops and in-service training to equip teachers with pedagogical content knowledge. Thus, implementers of an innovation must change continually as they attempt to shift to new practices. Take note that the ORC model was developed by Eli, 1990, to describe the factors that influence the adoption or rejection of an innovation. According to this model, there are 8 conditions that can facilitate or hinder curriculum implementation. 1. Dissatisfaction with the status quo. Teachers need to feel that the current situation is unsatisfactory and that there is a need for change. 2. Knowledge and skills. Teachers need to have sufficient knowledge and skills to implement the new curriculum effectively and confidently. 3. Resources. Teachers need to have adequate resources, such as time, materials, equipment, and support, to implement the new curriculum. 4. Participation. Teachers need to be involved in the decision-making and planning processes of the new curriculum and have a sense of ownership and commitment. 5. Commitment. Teachers need to have a positive attitude and motivation towards the new curriculum and believe that it will lead to improved outcomes for students and themselves. 6. Leadership. Teachers need to have strong and supportive leadership from administrators and peers who can provide guidance, feedback, and encouragement. 7. Rewards and incentives. Teachers need to receive recognition and rewards for their efforts and achievements in implementing the new curriculum. 8. Communication. Teachers need to have effective and frequent communication with other stakeholders, such as parents, students, and community members, to share information, expectations, and feedback. The ORC model suggests that curriculum developers and leaders should assess the presence or absence of these conditions and take actions to enhance them. For example, they can provide professional development opportunities, allocate sufficient funds and time, solicit teacher input and feedback, celebrate successes and challenges, and establish clear and consistent communication channels. By doing so, they can reduce the resistance and increase the acceptance of the new curriculum among teachers. Let us now discuss some possible strategies to minimize the resistance to change through the ORC model. 1. Conduct a needs assessment and a gap analysis to identify the areas of dissatisfaction with the current curriculum and the potential benefits of the new curriculum. 2. Provide ongoing and differentiated professional development for teachers to enhance their knowledge and skills in implementing the new curriculum. Use a variety of methods, such as workshops, coaching, mentoring, peer observation, and online learning. 3. Ensure that teachers have access to sufficient and appropriate resources, such as textbooks, materials, equipment, technology, and support staff. Allocate adequate time for teachers to plan, collaborate, and reflect on their practice. 4. Involve teachers in the design, development, and evaluation of the new curriculum. Solicit their opinions, suggestions, and feedback, and incorporate them into the curriculum. Acknowledge their contributions and expertise. 5. Foster a culture of commitment and collaboration among teachers. Encourage them to share their vision, goals, expectations, and challenges with each other. Provide opportunities for them to work together, learn from each other, and support each other. 6. Provide effective and supportive leadership for teachers. Communicate clearly and consistently the rationale, objectives, and procedures of the new curriculum. Provide guidance, feedback, and encouragement to teachers. Address their concerns and difficulties promptly and constructively. 7. Recognize and reward teachers for their efforts and achievements in implementing the new curriculum. Provide positive and constructive feedback, praise, and appreciation. Celebrate their successes and progress. Offer incentives, such as certificates, bonuses, or career advancement opportunities. 8. Establish and maintain open and frequent communication with other stakeholders, such as parents, students, and community members. Inform them about the new curriculum and its benefits. Invite them to participate in the curriculum activities and events. Seek their input and feedback and respond to their questions and concerns. Let us reflect. Reflection 1. Access the article, South African Teachers' Perspectives on Support Received in Implementing Curriculum Changes. After reading the article, reflect on the following questions. 1. List the external and internal support given to teachers to implement the curriculum changes. 2. How did teachers perceive the effectiveness and adequacy of the support? Reflection 2. Read the document. A conceptual framework analysis for implementing curriculum policy change in the Cameroon education system. Episode 101. Take note that these 2 articles are shared in this module. After reading, reflect on the following questions. 1. Outline at least 3 main strategies that can be used to overcome resistance to a new curriculum by teachers. 2. Briefly describe the stages of concern that teachers go through according to the ORC model. Do your reflections in writing on these 4 questions using the Gibbs Reflective Cycle Guide, which will be shared with you in this module. Compile your reflection in the e-journal available within the e-learning platform in use in this self-paced online course. Share your reflections with your colleagues at work, and also share them on the Community of Practice platform, which will be shared with you. In conclusion, this lecture has discussed the ORC model of curriculum implementation, which identifies 8 conditions that can facilitate or hinder the adoption of a new curriculum by teachers. The lecture has also suggested some possible strategies to enhance these conditions and overcome the resistance to change among teachers. The lecture has also invited you to reflect on some examples of curriculum change in South Africa and Cameroon, and to apply the ORC model to your own context. If you have any questions or challenges, please use the discussion forum of Module 3 under Lecture 3 to pose questions and answer other participants' questions as well. Thank you for your attention. I hope you have found this lecture informative and useful for your practice. Thank you for your attention.